live from the Screwball Whiskey Studios, SKREW.com. From our stories begin right here. Hashtag get screwed, hashtag screw it forward. All of the peanut butter whiskeys are posers. Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey is the one and only original peanut butter whiskey. Subscribe to Kill Tony on YouTube, youtube.com/KillTony, and come hang out with us in the Kill Tony Discord at killdiscord.com. I'm Yonder. This is another episode of Kill Every Monday with my best friend, brother, Dave, motherfucking Sarah, the great and powerful Dave Sarah, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody. I'm so thankful to be here. What an excellent show. What an excellent day. I'm Dave XL on Twitter, Dave.Sarah on Instagram. Thank you very much. And of course, joined us, not jaundice, but joining us, as always now, Mrs. Brandy.
Hello, hello.
Great.
Happy to be here.
The great
Yes,
and powerful
you
Brandy
are.
Joe Schmo. Follow us all on social media. You'll see those scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now.
Don't we love that intro song? Don't we just love that intro song?
Do indeed. Do indeed. So,
Another great episode.
Great episode with
Mm-hmm.
the great and powerful Jimmy Schubert in this one. And I tweeted at Jimmy Schubert earlier that Jimmy Schubert is a national treasure and that Kill Tony was epic this evening having him there. It seems silly goose time when he's there.
It was so silly goose time. I goose time. I goose time.
A goose time indeed. Did you guess who just followed me on Twitter?
Let me guess. Earl Scackle? No, it wasn't Earl Scackle. Was it Jimmy Schubert?
No way.
Jimmy Schubert followed me on Twitter, and I have to follow him
That's
back. I feel
not-
like such a dick. I had to follow him back.
Oh, geez.
But anyway, so
Hell yeah,
yeah,
dog.
it was a.
I'll
It
drink
was
to that, baby.
It was a right.
Me
Right. How
too.
about that? Hey, thanks, Jimmy. Love you, buddy.
Probably have more followers than he does. Just
That's pretty
joking,
cool.
Jimmy. We love you.
Oh, Jimmy's the shit.
Now,
But yeah,
Jimmy is the shit, but Yonder was a goddamn national treasure, if you ask me, too.
hey, you know
That
what,
the
man?
goddamn state of South Carolina and the city of Merle's in it fucking love them some Yonder Wizard.
Yeah,
Like,
well, you know,
hell
what can you
you.
do? But anywho, the great and powerful William Montgomery opened this shit up this evening. And there's no better way to start off than opening up with like William coming out, give it up for Panama City,
Yeah.
pandering to the wrong city.
Especially when he fucking crushed
Dude, he crushed.
the night before in Miami, you know, coming out and reliving it. Lightning in a bottle twice, my friend, but he struck it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He killed. It was great. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
He comes out in epic proportion, pandering. Everybody likes the pandering. He got him. He hit him with a few winks.
Turn that shit off when I'm doing that. Don't
That
play
was
that
funny.
shit in the background.
I love
Like,
it so much.
what is Shoney's?
Okay, Brandy, you know
Never
anything
been
about Shoney's? You ever been to a
No.
Shoney's? Okay, so Shoney's is a fucking like a breakfast place that's like a breakfast buffet place,
Mhm.
and
That's why the sushi was terrible.
yeah, it's a breakfast
I get it.
They don't sell sushi.
I get it.
Yeah, so that was fun. But yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoy a good Shoney's. We still have a Shoney's here, if I'm not mistaken.
My Shoney's smell like tuna also.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking hilarious, dude. But yeah, it was funny to see Jimmy Schubert crack up a few good times. Like,
Oh,
that
fuck
was
yeah.
nice.
And most of the time was from Tony. Like, let's face it, Tony fucking was
Yeah.
Tony was firing him off. I think he's having fun showing off in front of people now. Like,
Yeah. This show is the opposite of Red Bar. Let me just tell you that.
you're
know
trying
Red
to get
Bar?
the mention, aren't you? You're trying to get the mention.
Nah,
I see what you're
fuck
fucking
Red
doing.
Bar.
You
Hey,
can't
dude,
fool me,
I don't know
Dave.
why the Iron Patriots YouTube channel has literally just turned into pirating of Red Bar's fucking show now. It's hilarious.
Hmm.
Anyway, but yeah, dude, fucking William F. Goddamn Montgomery was hilarious.
Everybody loves William.
Even after a night of benders, you gotta love it.
It's lovable.
He is very lovable indeed. Everybody fucking loves William. And if they don't, well, they goddamn well should.
And if they don't, their
I
name is
agree.
David Lucas. I'm just joking.
Yeah, we got jokes,
Waiting
ladies and
for the
gentlemen.
cusp.
We
Yeah,
love David Lucas here too, who we'll talk about later, but who also murdered, and on top of that, went after Jimmy's shoes
yeah, he
like
did.
like a pro. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he did.
but oh my god, like I was like, we need Mario Tanti to come up on here and show us, and like if we would have showed Mario Tanti Jonathan with an H, he would have broken one of our laptops or something.
Yeah. That guy, see, I knew what was going to happen immediately in all of the comment sections on YouTube and Discord was that everybody was going to make a bomb joke because the guy gets up and listen, we're all inclusive here at Kill Discord, Kill Everybody. We're all inclusive here.
Yeah, there's a lot of carpet bombers over here too. I'm one.
But let me tell you, this guy came out with an Indian voice, Indian sounding voice, like
I swear to God, if you came out here with your eyes crossed, playing a sitar, I'd lose my shit.
but yes, he came out Indian sounding voice, making weird noises and shit with two masks on.
Oh,
Mhm.
It kind of
Dude,
scared me.
I never thought that actually, but like it went on for so long that I thought it was it was cringy at first, and then I thought it was a bit and started laughing, and then it just became cringy again. Like I really at one point thought it was a bit, and it just was not.
Yeah, well, oh, go ahead, Brandy. You look like you were gonna say something.
Yeah, he kind of just looked. He seemed like he was having a meltdown.
Yeah, you know a
Like-
couple things about those, don't you? Being a girl. I'm just joking.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very logical, and I'm very put together, and I would never be emotional like that. So I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, it only
about,
took
Dave.
you 3 hours to get together like that too, by the way. Get these.
Oh, no, I was
Here we-
talking
here we
about my
go,
life.
all night.
This is not going to be me bashing on Brandy all night, trust me.
Oh, it's okay, Dave.
Okay, but
I don't-
anyway, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like Michael Lair roll all over your punchline. Okay, anyway, but yeah, like the sheer just I mean, the kid was nervous. Which can you say? The kid was nervous. I've been there before. Usually I'm drunk out of my mind when that happens. So if he was sober, then whatever. If he's fucked up, then, understandable. And he got called up first. Another, shaky moment in Miami. Miami, improv especially, not known for being the easiest crowd from time to time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're known to get a little rowdy, if you know what I mean. But whatever, dude. I mean, in the end, it ended up making for a great interview because just Tony fucking carried a horse on
Dismantled him.
Yeah.
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 It was funny. He called him a fucking janitor, Dave Attell.
Oh my God.
He was like, "You look so nervous." Was like, the bomb's supposed to go off a minute ago. Like,
Oh man, fucking murdered, right?
he says he's in here bombing when he should be bombing.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's funny is that how often Tony makes these weird whoa sounds that he got mad at you as soon as you said hey yo. He's like, hey, that's my line. Don't be saying that shit. Anyway.
Yeah. Well. Anyway.
He
can have it. He can do it.
Okay. All right.
He's
But,
Tony. He's Joe Rogan knows his name. Joe Rogan
what?
knows it. Joe Rogan knows his name.
Joe Rogan knows your
He
name.
wants.
Joe Rogan whispered your name once. Kelsey Hudgens, huh? No, I don't think I've ever heard of that.
No, who's she?
I don't think I've ever heard that name.
Yeah, I never heard of her.
Oh yeah, that that clueless moment. Oh yeah. Do you like Buddy Holly? Oh, I love her.
But I don't know. Yeah, that guy didn't do so well, and we've already probably talked about him longer than he was on stage. You know, but they did say, I was going to say that they did say when he got back to his seat that he took both of his masks off, took his hat off, and put his glasses on. So like, it's very likely that it could have been a character or somebody who was just trying to go up twice, maybe,
or like didn't want to be seen by Islam.
Yeah, probably
didn't want a fatwa placed on him. No, but it's funny because janitor David Tell is sort of redundant, but yeah. So,
but
is it the point of a disguise to put it on in the bathroom though and not be seen changing disguises?
Maybe.
I mean, I guess if you're, I don't know, Brandy.
I mean, like the gig is up. We saw both characters.
I don't know what to do with you anymore, dude. Okay, but then okay, the best though. I came back to I kind of missed Drago's opening set. Was it good? I missed like the first 30 seconds of it.
What the funniest part to me was that right off the bat, like he got up there and like I don't know, he just had this strange energy about him, and Jimmy Schubert was trying to like coach him on what to do or whatever, and Tony was like, "No, let him die," and I just thought that was fucking hilarious.
Let the boy watch.
Let the boy watch. Let him die. And then I took notes on most of these things tonight, by the way, and I see him. I'm reading them here. I wrote down hate his voice so much.
I was just about to say, dude, shout out to the great and powerful Kelsey Hudgens, dude, the Yonder Wizard, coming out with like pristine college level note taking for this show, where hopefully at some point, you know, we'll have Brandy do because she's a woman. No, but at some point, hopefully have like an intern do or some shit. You know what I mean? Like we just maybe at some point.
Dave's got jokes. Dave's got jokes.
Dude, I gotta make up for last week. Last week I was just like,
by the way,
where were these when you were on Tony?
I was out of it last week. I was tired, traveling the next day.
Right. Before we go any further, last week was misrepresented by all of us because me and Dave had literally been just weekending it. And it was a weekend of it. We were all together here, and it was a long day. We were getting up early, kind of, and doing things out in the world and shit. So, anywho, just to address that before we go any fucking further.
Yeah, because I do this show at 9:00 my time, and I didn't realize oh fuck, we got to start this thing at 11, dude. Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that makes no excuse. We're back this week, and we're fucking on fire.
Better than fucking ever. But
I'm not pointing at you.
But yes, Jimmy Schubert tried to help this poor Drago character who came out of the bucket twice, or the second guy.
Second
and
guy.
I hated his fucking voice. And the first thing that he did with that voice that I fucking hated was mention something about Joe Rogan and then talk about nothing for a minute. Like just and even later Tony said, dude, because nobody here has any clue what the fuck you're even talking about after I had already written that.
Yeah. I mean, look, man, I can't talk too much shit about like bombing on stage. I did it in front of them. Yeah. And it doesn't feel good. Let me tell you, especially when you're trying to you're like, yeah, I'm going to get up there. I'm going to fucking say my jokes. Everybody's going to fucking laugh. I'm going to get a spot on the Death Squad show. Like, it's going to be epic, right? And then you get up there and just things you know, I mean, it's Miami too. So you got to figure some of these guys are partying. They're drinking. It's a Friday, Saturday night. Yeah. It's not like a Monday night. You know what I mean?
And it's not like they're in fucking Wichita.
Fucking Miami, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, you know, I don't, but yeah, it's just, at least come with some jokes. The guy did kind of feel like he didn't really go anywhere.
Well, I was curious about his demeanor and the way that he moved and the way that he talked, and then it hit me. He's Canadian.
That's what I'm saying. Like the first minute, he was able to hide the fact that he was Canadian pretty fucking well.
And then like, I get it now. Like,
yeah, and then once the interview started, like, it was fucking dirty Canadian, like Tony said.
Love you, Stosh. We got the great and powerful Stosh in the chat. Stosh, Valish, and Sassy in the chat. Shout out to everybody out there, by the way.
Shout out to everybody.
Hello.
KillDiscord.com.
KillDiscord.com, indeed. Yeah, dude. And I also wrote that he looked like a generic male mannequin.
Hey, you know what, though? I take that. Yeah, the dude was pretty. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Pretty looking kid.
He's like, yeah, I'm here with my wife and a few buds. A few of my buds and my wife.
Jordan Peterson 30 years ago. Yeah, I'm just gonna go down here and try some stand up.
Well, I wasn't sure if I was gonna get here because I was still cleaning my room.
No, yeah, sorry, Tony. I'm on about 3 Quaaludes, Xanax, and 2 Vicodin at this time. Keep my microaggressions real micro.
Brandy is like, I'm so over their shit right now.
No, I'm just taking it in.
She's fucking taking it in, yeah.
Oh, not in that regard.
No, her mother's listening.
Red band.
Let's all do this together. 1, 2, 3.
2, 3. Red band.
Red band. Red.
What I do this time?
Tony got so mad at Red Band today.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Tony's
like.
Because the moment they get a female on,
Red Band was like, Tony? Jesus, somebody is spotting tonight.
Yeah. And like,
I'm sorry, Brandy, I totally cut you off. I didn't
no, it's okay. No, it's just Tony doesn't want to have to pay another lawyer fee. Hey, are we gonna have to worry about getting sued for this shit again?
Yeah. Like Red Band fucking, he had one line right at the beginning that like wasn't like a terrible line. And Tony gave him that fucking look that, when he's talking to the guest and like fucking, know that look. I don't understand why sometimes. Like sometimes like, okay, it wasn't that bad. It just said one quick little fucking thing.
I find it funny. I think he just gets nervous. I think
it was like, what was it? Oh, because he said autist. Yeah. He's like, or autistic. I just said it too loud.
I kind of get it because I just know what it's like to spend a lot of time with somebody.
Oh yeah,
and they just spend a lot of time together, man. Yeah. Especially they're on the road this weekend. They were in Miami together. Like I get it, 100%, dude.
Yeah, you got to deal with each other's shit. Just like we got to deal with each other's shit.
I got to deal with each other's shit. But after Drago, which dragged on for fucking far too long.
You even wrote that in the notes.
No, I did not. I did not read the notes. That was off the dome right there. As I read drag, I was like, just dragged on.
By the way, when you hear me laughing, I'm using push to talk. So I'm doing it for the effect.
Thank you.
No problem.
But then after that, a breath of fresh air. The Charlie S. Trujillo.
Yeah. Big old pop.
And was funny. I thought that he looked like a Tom Segura clone gone wrong. And then later in the set, Red Band said that he looked like a preemie Tom Segura. So I felt validated.
Nice. That's why you guys do your fucking virtual Red Band together, dude.
But dude, fucking funny, man. Good energy, man. Everybody dug it. Crowd laughed. He got a great response.
Yeah. Great interview, great response. He's only been doing it for 2 years, he said, which I thought was awesome.
Dude, he seemed very comfortable up there and like he had really good energy.
I'm starting to realize how bad I am at this stand-up thing.
I'm glad because we didn't know how we were going to tell you, Dave.
I'm
glad that you're realizing this for yourself.
Don't start with the fucking AOs right now. No, but it all started with with the Townsend kid, dude. He's put it in my head. He fucking just. I'm like, damn, that's where I need to be, huh?
Yeah, me and him are going to
Yeah,
be
I thought
doing another show together at the end of the month. He's got another guy from New York coming in, but we'll talk about that later.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, they didn't. I've noticed lately that sometimes when a comedian does well, or even if they don't, here lately, I haven't noticed them talking about the actual set so much unless there's something revealing in the set about them
Mhm.
that Tony wants to talk about. And I don't know that that's a good or a bad thing, but I've just noticed that.
Well,
Recently.
yeah, you notice this too when you watch you notice this. I noticed this when we watched a lot of the Yams, right? So with Yams were when we were watching Kill Tony from beginning to end. That was sort of like our first uh,
Yeah.
official watch party.
Which,
Was
stay
actually
tuned, is going to be happening again soon.
yeah, and we're only 4 episodes away from episode 500 too.
Ooh.
So
Big news
um,
coming.
big, big. Yeah, you kind of notice this with the progression of the show. You sort of like see how it goes from just shitting on the comics coming up, just if they're funny, being chopping it up, cool. If they're not funny, just shitting on them, and then it progressed more into like, yeah, kind of like helping them out, maybe trying the bits, but that shit got boring quick. There's only so much you can do on a show, trying to fix people's bits, or maybe do this or maybe do that.
Yeah,
It
especially
becomes
if you don't have an insightful guest.
yeah, and,
Well,
and
and
exactly.
sorry, I cut you off, Dave. Go ahead.
No, that's it. I'll tell you the rest. Go.
Oh, well, so I think some of the people too, like, it'll be like their first time or they're not like serious comics, And I think sometimes that's it. Or like sometimes, the feedback would be so obvious.
Right. That's
But
for
I do know what yonder means in the sense that, like, I mean, the girl, Amber, she said, she was like, "How are my jokes?" But like,
yeah,
there's more interesting things for like Tony's like, okay, I only have this much time with the show. What do people want
exactly.
to hear?
It's just so much more interesting to bring out the weird fucking screws that are wrong with them to make them want to come up on stage and be comedians. Like nobody gives a fuck about your shitty bits, dude. Like,
Hmm.
it's
I
all
Yeah,
about
mean,
and I was saying this that not to point out that they weren't talking about the jokes, but I think that they feel like if a comedian's funny, they let the crowd kind of let them. They've sort of stopped saying, "I can tell you whether or not you were funny." The crowd has done that. You know what I mean?
right.
hmm
So I
yep.
think that's the route that they're going in, and because I've noticed that is like they will 100% let a comedian know what not to do,
Right.
and I think that might seem a little harsh, but that's how I think that's a effective way to teach somebody something. But
You
Yeah.
don't learn if it doesn't hurt sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm sure, and there are always times when like there's like a pointer, like if there's an obvious pointer to be made, then a comedian will always do it.
yeah,
Like I know Rogan's been good about that sometimes doing that here and there. I know, like Dom Irera when he comes on, he always gives pointers,
dude,
like legit like pointers. Don't do this, don't do that, don't
Kirk
do this.
Fox was always my favorite.
Yeah,
He was
fucking
always my favorite for advice, man.
Super
He's
Joe,
just
Super Joe,
yep, Sue is Joe. That's right.
Super Joe,
Um,
baby. Shout out Parks and
but
Rec.
yeah, shout out Parks and Rec. But yeah, Charlie Estruijo, I guess I'm saying that right.
Yeah,
Probably seeing his name somewhere else. He seems like he'll get
He'll get there.
Yeah, he'll get there. So this next motherfucker.
I like your tagline here. The opening line: tallest second grader ever.
I said something like that. I was like, this dude never left 8th grade.
A lot of tall kids. A lot of tall kids in Miami, huh?
Something in the water.
Obviously, they're not doing cocaine to
Water, yeah.
stunt their growth. Their parents doing all the cocaine.
No, what happens is this. Let me tell you what happens. their parents do coke, the babies end up preemies, so they inject them full of shit. But that's why they always end up like really tall and lanky.
I don't know. I don't think preemies. No, preemies end up tiny. My
No,
aunt.
but not when you give them the good shit.
The good
Nowadays,
days.
nowadays they give them the good shit.
Dave knows
You're
what to give
preemie?
preemie babies. He knows the good drugs to
Steroids.
give your babies.
No, I'm telling
All
you,
right.
they steroid the fuck out of them, and that shit makes them tall and lanky. Like, well, look, you fucking turned out all right. You're 6'1", but your bones are made of sugar. Fucking or in Michael Laird's case, his muscles are made of mustard. I like to always say. All right, anyway. Jack Long, very funny.
Yeah, he made. I wrote that he made a lot of excuses, but I can't remember what that was in regard to.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it was that. I don't know. Maybe he was making excuses as to why the set went a certain way or something like that. I can't remember what that was about, but I did put he got a nice applause. So whatever it was, he did. Oh, I remember what it was. He said.
Oh yeah, the scooter. That's right. He's
said,
the one with the bowl haircut. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
But he said, I didn't know I was going to get pulled out of the bucket tonight. But he got a nice applause after everything was over with, and Tony didn't hate it. I noticed that. Like,
yeah. He's the one who's like girlfriend, something or other. Funny kid.
Yeah, they were talking about him going on a date with the girl that he's been with or whatever, and he was like, "Did you hook up with her on the first date?" And he was like, "No," but Jimmy was like, "After she saw your scooter."
Yes. Boobs.
That was one of my favorite laughs.
I don't remember his jokes. What was his set about? I don't remember.
Honestly, I can't.
Oh my god, you don't even remember my jokes. You're just all about the dancing. I'm going back to Tel Aviv.
Honestly, yeah, I don't remember, and I was paying attention. I noticed that I was paying attention to the minutes, but I was like, if I thought something was funny, I would like make note of it or whatever. But I just remembered thinking like of how to roast this guy, maybe. Because that's what I like to do sometimes.
I'm sorry, I've known you for a little more than a year, and you're the nicest guy in the world, and I've never heard you really roast anybody.
He just had a roastable face, apparently.
You broil people.
Okay, I broil people. Yeah, they're like tallest second grade ever. I like just coming up with stuff like that. Like, this dude looks like every male mannequin I've ever seen, or like
just nice roasting, nice lightly toasted.
Yeah, sure. But no, the dude did say that he caught corona. And everything got really weird. He had corona at the beginning of the month, and everybody kind of did that weird look at each other real quick.
How about that person that said that it didn't get tested? I can't remember. I don't know if we already talked about him or not, but that one threw me for a loop.
Like the end of the month feels like was it way too soon for way too soon
back in public and shit.
Yeah, like take some time off, doggy.
Yeah, Tony called him one of Donald Trump's sons. He says you're the funniest. You're the funniest Donald Trump son we've ever had on the show.
Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna make myself a drink really quick, but I can still hear you. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna bring it here though.
You were drinking during the show.
You are. You are too.
Yeah.
For all of the fun, drunken things that you're gonna love to see, go follow her at Brandy Joe Schmo on social media.
Okay, so I'm trying. Damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say now this time. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter.
All right, while you're thinking about it,
yeah, I
thought it was funny. I thought it was funny that in that moment, they were like talking about, did you ever take a break from doing comedy to Jimmy Schubert after this guy goes off the stage? He's like, did you ever take a break from doing comedy? He was like, never. Never. He says, I open the fridge, the light comes on, I do 15 minutes. It was just so fucking good, dude.
Oh yeah, doggy.
I laughed so fucking hard at that, man. Like that one got me pretty good. But that was in between him and this dude, Dan Queso, who comes out and actually does pretty fucking good.
Easily the set of the night.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. No, isn't Queso the fucking like the the heroin guy, right?
Yeah, I think he did heroin. Yes, he did heroin. But he to me looked like, dude, like a just a Russian spy.
I mean, he looked like a good old boy, like not a good old boy, but like a trailer park boy. You know what I mean? Yeah, that trailer park with him. In that trailer park voice.
Go ahead, Brandy.
I'm trying to remember what he looked like. Is he the one that? No, I'm mixing him up with somebody.
He was the one that murdered. That
he
was
like he looked like he had blonde hair cut short on the side. Like he looked like a fucking Rocky villain.
This minute was about vaping. The fucking like your life is like vaping. It's like it starts off good and it's gonna last forever, and by the end. It's like, why am I still doing this? It's
yeah, yeah. I follow.
Yeah. And he was very casual up there. Awesome, funny shit from Queso, Dan Queso.
Couple nice applaud breaks.
Oh yeah.
He got up and was talking about the Drago guy because they said that he looks more like a Drago than the other guy, and he was like, his set was a little rocky, huh?
Yeah. Little tit for tat.
Yeah, just a little dad joke funny. That was kind of.
They went back
and enjoyed that.
Hey, they fucking pointed at each other. Hey, I love that shit.
Yeah. And he did reveal that he was a recovering heroin addict from New Jersey, and Tony said he looked like Jane Lynch, but
who I've actually met before.
Dude, she's fucking great. But he did say that he felt like this guy was a real comedian for firing back jokes.
Dude, like I've never heard that from a real comedian.
What? Oh, that like a real comedian?
Like a real comedian. I've never heard that from a real comedian.
He's the guy that worked at the fucking the old folks home.
Yep.
The Jewish old folks home.
Oh yeah, he said how much he loved his people that he
Dude, let me tell you something though about older people. They flirt with you in a very old schooly manner in which you can never really tell that they're flirting with you. But like, trust me, I've known my fair share of older ladies who just absolutely adore me.
Working in a nursing home. Working in a nursing home, the subtleties go away because they're like, I'm on my way out. I'm not, the only way I'm leaving this place is dead. So they let it all out and they are not subtle.
Like, if you're the person cleaning their ass, then yeah, they don't give a fuck. But like, if you're doing like, if you're setting up their party, dude, or you're playing.
Well, we had male nurses aides in the nursing home, along with like I got hit on by males for the most part, and then but like I had a nurse that I worked with, and he was gay, and he would go into this older woman's room, and she was Catholic, and he'd be rubbing the bed at her knee, and she'd go, you can go up a little further. Oh. And he got so nervous, he started making like other people come in the room with him because he's like, I don't want, like, she was like, he's gonna take me, we're gonna run away together. I was like, that's not happening. She's like, no, he loves me. We're gonna run away together.
Yeah, you want to go grab a cracker? Yeah, let's go grab a cracker.
But dude, Jimmy Schubert said, let me come over there and knock some dust off that rug for you.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got told by old guys in the nursing home too.
Hey, shout out to Jimmy Schubert's fucking.
Yeah, just picture Jimmy Schubert like 20 years old, or another 30 years older.
Shout out to Jimmy Schubert's fucking headshots that they use for the Miami Improv, like the Kill Tony fucking cover, dude. Wow, does he look like a hunk in the picture, of course.
Man, I can't believe that motherfucker just straight up followed me on Twitter, and I'm the asshole that had to follow him back. I wasn't following him already. I feel like a dick.
it's his follow bots. Like, he just activated the bots. Beep boop bop boop beep.
Oh
Da.
yeah, that's right.
Russian
That's right.
bots. Da.
That's
Da.
Yeah.
Da boop beep boop
But
bop.
yeah, the Drago bot.
Yeah, Drago bot.
I did feel bad for the kid though, because right after that they started talking about his mom. He's like, yeah, well, my mom's dead, and then
Yeah.
but he made the best out of it. And I couldn't tell whether it was fake when he's like, I tried to be the son to them that I couldn't be for my mom. You know, like
It didn't.
I didn't
almost drop his voice there, low, right? It did
it
sound
sounded like he got choked up, but I don't know if it was a bit.
No, I think it felt either it was really good acting, and
Felt real, a little bit.
or some real shit, doggy. When you lose your mom, you know.
Yeah.
Shit.
He handled that shit like a fucking man though.
I'm fucking pissed. My parents are still alive, dude. All my friends' parents are dying off and shit. Makes their life so much easier. Just fucking this.
Insert Dave's mom fucking with a broom, smash him in the face right now.
Oh, dude, ma.
Well, speaking of old, getting older, the very next bucket pool just so happened to be a fucking dad, 100% a dad.
Right.
Dude, that guy was a fucking. He was he was a prototype. I don't know if he was Jewish for sure, but he was a prototypical Jewish man. He was just, yeah, like the women. I mean, it wasn't that obvious, but
Yeah, I didn't get that from him at all.
Yeah, I got a little Jewish from him.
Okay, maybe you have more experience.
Something.
I mean, he's a fucking cobbler, and not only that, he's the American cobbler.
Dude,
Yeah.
Then Jimmy Buzz fruit cobbler. Oh my god.
He did well though, man. He fucking came out confident, ended on a laugh.
When you start your stand-up career at the age of 50.
Hey man, he seemed like he knew what he was doing. He's probably used or been on stage. You could tell he didn't know what to do with a microphone though. Like,
what do I do with this? Do I make a shoe out of it? Hey.
Yeah. But nah, that was pretty funny. Like his son was apparently like a quarterback in some European NFL.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Hamburg NFL, huh?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's pretty interesting, huh?
You know what, man? I'm down to see some European football, doggy.
I'll check
That'd
it
be cool.
out. Middle
You know
of the
why?
night.
It's gonna be great because it's gonna be like old school NFL, to where it's just gonna be fucking days, just knocking people because they have rugby, doggy. It's got to be more brutal than rugby.
I could tell right after I hit a gravity bong in the point when I start taking notes. Like I can read in my notes where I got high.
You just see, wake up, makeup,
yeah.
Table.
I see Jimmy shows that itch a little bit, offers to do a minute. Crowd pops. He shakes it off, but gets that look.
Yeah, like fucking Hagler, dude.
But I noticed it. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Dude, he said,
I'm doing jokes.
He said, I'll do a minute. He says, I'll do a minute. And then everybody, the crowd like goes, that pops a little bit. And then he doesn't, no. But then you see those eyes, and it's like, you realize that, dude, the comics, they're addicts. He's serious about the fucking refrigerator thing. He does see the light come on to do 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, he can't help it. And I love it when you see moments like that creep out of a comic. But I noticed that. I'm actually glad I wrote that down. Thanks, Weed.
Thank you.
But then the dude goes on to like compliment Jimmy's joke, and he was like who the fuck are you to, you know, like
that was a very good joke. Yeah. And then Jimmy looks at him. Oh, I fucking know. Yeah, I fucking know. It's funny. Thank you.
Like, just he doesn't say that. He doesn't actually say that, but he's just like, I fucking know.
Yeah,
like I just said it. What do you?
He wrote down he's a potential cuck.
Tony said, so you like to let black men fuck your wife, huh? And he just stays quiet for a second.
My wife was killed by a black man. She was stabbed to death. Ah.
Oh my.
But all in all, it was a good set. He had fun. Crowd and everybody, they treated him.
Yeah. And the black man who killed her was David Lucas, who was awesome. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He does look
David Lucas was hilarious afterwards. Like
Dude,
fucking
that
total
fucking ugly girls ain't scared of shit.
yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
funny, dude.
so
He's like, they go outside.
outside.
They go outside in the dark and shit. And they ain't worried.
Yeah, the whips and shit. Oh fuck.
So he's not wrong. When I was chubbier, I was not afraid of anything. I was like, ain't nobody gonna mess with me.
Yeah, it's like
It's so
it's
funny.
all it goes along with like the courage thing. It's like, oh, everybody's too scared to do the cliff dive things. Like the ugly bitch is like, well, if it'll get Brian to look at me, I'll fucking do it. Just wah! And it's like that weekend was the greatest weekend of my life. And then like so she just becomes a cop later. And that person became Kamala Harris.
Oh boy. Ugly girls ain't scared of shit. You know what I was thinking too, and I did make a note of, is that I love it when you can see two comics going like roasting each other and not get mad about it, like just and have like all in love and just having fucking a good time doing it. I love
Who
seeing
gets
it.
mad these days?
Good
Who
dude.
gets mad, dude? Did you hear that they tried to call Bill Burr racist because he has a black wife? Because he has a black wife.
Yikes.
Because white women suck. Duh.
Dude, I don't know, man. Anyway.
White women, Brandy, you need to control. Control them bitches.
And
I
then,
know, right? The tag goes. It's just you can't make anybody happy, regardless. Somebody's gonna be offended.
Just kidding.
yeah, and then this guy Wick D in the weekly top 40.
Yeah, we in the weekly top 40.
Top 40.
Oh, but hold on before we move on from
Yeah.
David real quick though.
Yes.
I did want to make note that Tony called him Whoopi Goldfish, and Jimmy Schubert almost fell out of his fucking chair laughing. And Tony, and then David tells Tony that he has the chest of a teenage girl. He's like, "Chris D'Elia hit you up yet?"
Yeah.
Oh
Dude,
god.
those were noteworthy.
That's all right. You're right. I should have read the little notes here. My bad. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. But I did want to make note of that because those were just hilarious fucking roast moments.
Hey, Whoopi Goldfish was fucking.
He said Whoopi Goldfish. And then afterwards, he was like, and I'm not talking about the actual goldfish. I mean the cheese cracker snack.
Yeah,
goldfish.
exactly. Yeah. How many bags of Whoopi Gold?
But
Dude,
Wick D in the weekly top 40, though.
Yeah, Wick D. Yeah, this guy did have like a very calm demeanor to him, but it ended up being pretty fucking funny. I liked his interview also.
Oh yeah. He seemed like he prepared.
Yeah, it was very good for the first time. Yeah, professional before picture. What does that mean?
Jimmy Schubert said he looks like a professional before picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, there were so many zingers, and I wrote down as many of them as I could. Like all the ones I thought were funny, but his motherfucker just looks like a professional before picture. But I originally put this dude looks sad. Like he just got on stage and he looked so sad and made a bunch of weird noises and shit. But then I realized that he just looked old.
Yeah.
Which he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, Redman dug it. Redman thought that dude was funny. Everything that guy did, Redman like
Doug, yeah. He likes that kind of.
Is that the one that he gave advice to? Remember where Tony said, "Yeah, take advice from Redman tonight." I couldn't remember. Like I thought it was just kind of a funny moment, though. Just because Redman was like, "Hey, I just want to take this moment to really just let." It was like almost like Redman didn't see the stage. It was just a Redman and him combo for a second.
Yeah.
Not that it was a bad thing. It was just like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was kind of, it was good advice, and then it was funny for like Just a moment after, Tony's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that might have been that guy. But after that, they had called the one dude, Macaulay Culkin, earlier. I was like, we almost had the entire Home Alone cast up because that dude was hard. The other guy was probably the Joe Pesci's character.
We did have a lot of short, fat guys with beanies.
Yeah. But I don't know. That dude, yeah, the interview did go pretty good for him. Okay, and then I found $20. Right?
Oh yeah, $20. That. Did you find $20 last night after your show?
Yeah, then I found $20.
Okay. Well, why don't you lead us into the next one, there, Yondy?
So the great and funny, I guess I will say, Blake Woodrow. He did have a pretty funny set about Drake. He seemed to like, and I don't give a shit about Drake. But he did
Drake
come out pretty strong and like have some really decent energy about him. It kind of reminded me of that kid that came to the mic. Just funny energy, and Tony liked it. He seemed experienced, I thought, and he was 4 years in. But that was the first time that we got to see tonight William doing voice acting for one of the bucket pulls. Which, not to take anything away from Blake Woodrow, who was very funny and who did a very good job with what he did, but the star of his whole everything was William speaking through his mouth.
It was so funny.
Like, that's the shit that he does on Instagram Live, where he just puts somebody's face at the bottom and they move their mouth for him. Like, that's what he's been doing on Instagram for the longest fucking time. And now you finally get to see some of that shit live. That was hilarious, dude.
Hell yeah.
How you feeling, dude? You faded? You good?
I'm faded, baby.
I am too, man. I'm feeling nice.
Faded. Hell yeah, dog.
I'm feeling nice.
We got a lot to get to here tonight still.
Yeah, we're getting to it.
We're getting through it, baby.
We're getting to it. But yeah,
which one was the fucking? Okay, here we go. He's okay. Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
So I actually.
No. Go on, Brandy.
I actually got a confession. I mixed up Big Mike with that other tall guy from earlier.
Yeah, Big Mike was the last one that sat down.
Yeah, so Big Mike is the one that I said he looks like he's still like he never left 8th grade.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I think it could have worked for both situations.
That's what I'm saying. There were a lot of tall people out there. And a lot of.
But he had like this striped sweater. I was like, he looks like his parents used to be part of the yacht club, but he's been trying, but they got kicked out. He's been trying to get back in ever since. They probably got kicked out because he was selling Molly to like the president of the yacht club's kid at a party. That classic story.
Yeah, that was me. That kid.
He's got a house up in Long Island that's a vacation home.
Yeah, I take it. Anyway.
Sorry, go ahead.
I had a lot to say about Big Mike.
Tell us.
Dude's fucking tall. Dude's fucking tall.
Dude's fucking tall.
And you're tall, so that says something.
Like, all right. So first off, verbatim, I will read, sits down like a weirdo.
The dude like didn't even sit, like he couldn't even really sit down on the bench. Like the bench was a tall bench, like a 3.5 foot bench, and like he made it look like it was a stool.
It's almost like if you go to sit on a toddler-sized toilet or something. Like he looked like a giant in a regular person's house.
Yeah, and then you like leaned on it for a while instead. I mean,
say, what's up, Tony? What's up, Red Band?
Tony would have to stand on like the first ring of the fucking thing while the guy's sitting down just to be as tall as him.
Yeah,
you know, like where you put your feet on the bottom ring.
Yeah,
like of the
that's true. He would have to stand on the first
ring.
Stand
on that thing.
Yeah, but he was just trying to level up.
This dude, he literally sat down like a weirdo. Brought a beer on stage with him, just fucking wasted.
Yeah.
And it obviously didn't know how the mic works, and I kind of figured that he was probably like a sports dude. Probably was pretty decent at talking, maybe. But then he was just like, Okay, so you're a sports guy? Yeah. What did you play? Ball. And then Tony was like, okay. And then I realized that, dude, this is probably this dude's first time, and he just seems he's fucking boring me. Like, he doesn't care. It's like he doesn't give a shit that he's there. Like, it just seems to be a chore for him, and I didn't like that at all. Like, he just kind of, we could have put somebody else there that actually gave a shit, you know?
Yeah, and they bunch of his friends.
Like I have, like,
as if you have friends. No, but like, yeah, his friends all put like his name in and shit like that, which, you know, whatever on a road gig.
Hey, how you feel about that?
I don't like that.
No, dude, no. I have a big thing about that. I don't like that at all. But if it's on a road gig, I'm not really that pissed off about it.
I thought Jimmy was gonna kill him.
I just yeah, it just it gets annoying after a while. Like, just because, like, how many times do you have to hear, "Oh, I didn't think I was gonna get picked, even though I put my name in the bucket," or I didn't think I was gonna get picked. My friends put my name in the bucket. Now I understand, like, if you've never seen the show, but at the same time, you're going to a comedy club and you're putting your name in a bucket that's going to go up on stage, and then to try and use that excuse and, like, whatever, just take the beating like a man is what I gotta say.
We need to change that to take the beating like a woman.
Take the beating like a
well, in this case, he's a man. Gender. I didn't want to misgender him in this case, but so let me say in another case,
what about Mr. Gender? I mean,
I didn't want to they gender.
Okay, look though. Here's the thing. You know what's funny is I had the complete and opposite reaction to Kill Tony every single time I went. I went about over the course of 3 years. Over the course of 3 years, I probably signed up nearly 30 times, and every single time I thought I was going up. But if you're not a comedian, I guess maybe you don't have that. Maybe if you're just like a fucking,
if you don't know,
fucking goofish ghoul who just is trying stand up for the first time, and
dude,
stupid fucking friends signed you up, then yeah, who gives a fuck?
Like, fuck the friends for doing that. If they're fans of the show, they should have known better than to just the rig the bucket like that. That's rigging the bucket.
I don't think they did that.
That's like saying that. Oh, go ahead.
The dude fucking called Jimmy Schubert. She couldn't get the real Gary Busey. I mean, I thought Jimmy was gonna kill him. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Brandy.
Fucking Gary.
I was just gonna say, like, it's like going, like, licking a toilet and not thinking you're gonna get, like, sick.
Or I thought you were gonna say aroused. But no, I don't even. That guy was. I didn't give a fuck about that dude. Like, sorry, dude. I didn't give a fuck about.
Sorry, dude. You're listening.
It's okay. He's not getting back in that yacht club. They're not letting him back in.
Yeah,
just give us a thumbs down. It's fine. Just comment how much you hate the show. Give us a thumbs down. And
yeah, eat a dick. By the way,
eat a bag of them.
Eat a bag of them, indeed. The thing that really kind of turned that whole situation around was the energy from Ben from the box office, and I will tell you this.
Fuck yeah. I loved him.
I
love employees, man. Fucking a lot. Dude, standing in the back of the room watching masters do what they fucking do does a lot for somebody, and you can fucking tell, man.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Yonder.
He sprinted up, and we expected him to be out of breath, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah. Dude, fucking guy had a solid set. You could tell he was excited. Young kid, was living in New York. His dreams crumbling like the city. Dreams just crumbling. Comes back to Florida, revitalized, working at the fucking Improv in Miami, which apparently, I mean, just from seeing this show and, you know, I'm sure it's cleaned up a little bit. It's not as bad as it used to be, but You know, rough crowd. You could tell this kid loves it. Like fucking, he probably gets greased every once in a while by some famous comedians. You know, like, yeah, David Spade coming and give the, you take 20. Get this, get this.
Yeah, take 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, you want to
yeah,
take 20? I don't know how he does it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Norman, David kind of already sounded like.
All right. I'm glad you brought that up. And I do want to touch back on that later, but I wanted you to finish your thoughts about the domain name guy.
Loved it, dude. All around. I'm gonna follow
He
him.
was great.
He does have a bunch of
Mhm.
like I don't know how hard it was to explain the greater than, less than, fucking heart sign. It's greater than 3, less than 3,
Yeah.
whatever. Like very simple. Okay, but yeah, change your names. Make it easy for us.
I make
Okay,
it easy.
make it easy. Okay.
Yeah. At this point, Red Band was starting to seem pretty drunk. And
Yeah.
it was a lot of
So
fun
did
to
William.
watch. Yeah, William was very drunk, but dude, it
He
consistently
was
stayed
so well
funny.
behaved.
He was so good. He was so good, like
Don't-
well behaved all night.
Don't patronize him like that. He was so good. Like
No,
it's
no,
just-
no.
I
He
did
was so good.
bad all the
I mean,
time.
like well behaved. Like he was so good.
Like what I mean, like he
he
yeah,
wasn't bad all the time, but
Shut up.
he
it's
had a
not
mic
that he's
and-
bad.
I know
Go
what
ahead.
you mean. Like I know what you mean. Like he sometimes can you know,
No.
suck the air out of the room. Yes.
No, it's that we want to see more William and he knows it. So like he'll take the moment and like you got to let the guests have the moment. And he's been doing a lot better job at that. And now I would love to listen to William all day, but like you can't do that.
He was
I'll
very
be-
tasteful, is what I mean.
I'll be
Yes.
completely honest. These last 2 Miami trips, while she takes a gravity bong. These last 2 Miami trips, the 2 Miami shows, I did expect him to be like much more vocal on the mic. But you're right in that regard. Very
Well-mannered.
very well mannered.
Yeah.
So continue.
But yeah,
Red Band was getting drunk.
yeah, no, Red Band was just starting to get pretty drunk by that point, and the dude started talking about his music, which wasn't bad, and then he started freestyling, which all right. I don't agree. I don't think everybody has to agree with everything. I don't like the freestyling stuff, but that's just me. That's my personal opinion. I know that Tony digs that, and not only Tony, but the crowd dug that. Everybody in the crowd was pretty stoked to have heard that shit. They seemed like they enjoyed themselves, so I assume that it's good what he did. But I'm not in any position to say anything about it at all. However, I mean, I guess the music stuff was cool, and then Red Band started going after him about this guy in the 2000s who did something or did a bit that was similar to that, or did a song that was similar to something that he did, and then him and Tony started kind of going back and forth like passively a little bit about that for a while, and it's kind of funny to watch.
Like, but that's also an interesting dichotomy too. It's about like what is stealing versus what is, you know, premising off of. So
Yeah.
it's a very yes, Brandy.
Oh, you finish. I'm
Oh,
gonna mention something about
continue.
the song.
That's it. Oh, go. I don't have anything else to say.
Oh, this song, I'm gonna re-listen to it, but like when he went to like rap, it literally sounded just like something else. Like I wish I should have wrote it down, but like
Great insight there.
thank you.
No, but
I tried.
Riveting.
Well, like I was hoping
So
something.
funny.
I thought you guys would be like, "Oh yeah, I know. I heard it immediately. It
Dude, but-
sounded just like this." Because as I'm saying this, I just remembered how much like of a SoundCloud rap fan Yonder
Yeah.
and Dave both are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
I
my
love
bad.
SoundCloud rap. That's one of
Look,
my
let me tell
12
you.
favorite.
me
types of rap.
too, which is like why I'm like
ahead,
so
Dave.
good at
I just look like Yonder did one quick verse. Thank you for being a friend. Travel back and run it back again. How it's true, you're a pal and a confidant. Done. Some of these people, they
I
fucking.
went the whole nine.
And you went. Thank you for being a friend the last time. One more time too. Thank you for being a friend. Travel back and back again.
Yeah, I was at home singing with him.
Thank you for being a friend. Okay, and then the band played the music, and that was it. Done. Popular song, crushed it. Boom. Some of these people, the singing, the dancing, the fucking baton twirling, the magic. Don't do it.
The knife throwing.
Hysterical.
Yeah. No, speaking of the singing and the dancing and everything, that'll segue us into the next. But I will before we move on from that the guy made a point to say. The guy that made a point to say that Tony didn't make eye contact with me the whole night, and you can tell. And I'm a person who is very like look down and away from people when I do things, but you could tell that it bothered Tony that that the guy felt that way. So Tony like made sure to go above and beyond.
Dude, he eviscerated him. Fucking eviscerated him.
I honestly was surprised that he said it because, like, I was like, "How did you think that was gonna play out?"
Sorry if I didn't buy a ticket to my own show, you fucking little prick.
Yeah, dude, he immediately like.
This guy went from being cool to being a fucking little asshole. Quick.
Oh, it's like sometimes like people are just busy. I mean, I know.
Too brute. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's just fucking. It's funny. I mean, Tony being fucking Tony.
That's why we watch the show because we love that.
Walk right through it.
Oh yeah, you could tell. You could tell his parents didn't beat him. He was allowed to speak up as a kid.
Yeah, why don't you move? That reminded me so much of. It's funny because I was telling our best friend Mumford Davis over the weekend when we were in South Carolina together. I was telling him because we cheersed, right? And when we cheersed, he was looking down at the bottle, and I said, look in the eyes. And that's because an ex-girlfriend of mine, the first time that I met her and we cheersed, and she's like, look at me in the eye. I was like, okay. So ever since then, every time I cheer somebody, look them in the eye. And that for some reason reminded me of that. And every time you shake somebody's hand, you look them in the eye.
I'm a very firm hair.
Dave. That was a very nice story.
That's a great story.
That was a very nice story, Dave. Thank you for that.
No problem. No problem. So, I love how Yonder's like recovering, is like sober, or something, and like his two co-hosts are just like getting smashed, just fucking smashed, man, on podcast. Just like I have a beer or a bong or a cigarette in my hand at all points of the show.
I love how Brandy froze like that.
Yeah, right.
That's the perfect frozen face ever.
She looked like a ghost from Scooby-Doo, just fucking. Anyway, you're good now.
Oh, this is great. Oh, good.
Nah.
I can hear you fucking chewing too.
Yeah, I don't mind, and I'm still getting. I mean, I'm still, you know, I'm still getting lit. You know, still getting my head right ish. But that saying that the singing and the dancing.
You guys were smoking when I wasn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Just fucking around with you, Brandy. Brandy.
Segueing in from the
well, like I've been imaged up pole.
What? Sorry, continue on Yonder.
I said segueing from the singing into the dancing. Amber Joy Lane. I wrote big pop.
I loved her.
Very hot, funny, which I know is a man's sentence when we're talking about her.
Would hate that sentence.
She would hate that sentence.
So cute. Who cares? I would love being called hot if I went up.
I'm sorry, cute. But she knew what she was doing. She's an attractive girl, and she got on stage. She had great energy. She had a decent cadence, but she ran the light.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. One thing. I'm not a big fan of the skirt with the fucking army boots. Like,
who was she?
I mean, I know Daria did that, but she's not really like wearing like a skirt. She wasn't wearing like a short overall with like black army boots. A little tacky. It's a little Tel Aviv.
Why do you think that?
Definitely comes from a place where like at any moment, Like you should look cute, but at any moment you gotta like run to get cover or some bullshit.
This is from a guy that wears a white tee and basketball shorts every fucking day.
Yeah,
Like, how the
why
fuck are
bring-
you gonna judge somebody?
The
why
people at
bring me
work
into
are
this?
like the people at work are fucking like, you need to stop wearing basketball shorts because your dick is just flopping around everywhere.
You wear that to work?
I wear basketball shorts to work all the time.
Oh, okay. Well,
Just
anyway,
I mean, big deal. Just
Yeah.
basketball shorts.
all
I
right.
can hold a boner down, guys.
That's good to know. Speaking of holding a boner down, what about this chick when she started dancing? And I don't, as attractive
Schmop
as
crowd.
she was as a lady, I literally like that was not an attractive thing that was going on at the moment that it was going on for me personally.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I wasn't too big of a I wasn't too big a fan of that one thing, but it seems a little cringy because what she said on stage, I was also kind of thinking a little bit like every single time a female comedian gets on the stage, it always has to end up being about something else other than the jokes. And I heard her saying that stuff, and I was like, there's a little bit of truth. There's a little bit of truth to that, but then again, it's their fucking show, and they can do whatever the fuck they want. And
Yeah, they. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your thought.
well,
I didn't
yeah,
mean to
they can do
interrupt.
whatever the fuck they want. And like she was the one who brought it up and did it. Like she could have said, "Yeah, I'm totally not gonna do that." Like, you know, but she kind of leaned into it because she, just like anybody else, wants to make the crowd happy. You know. Like,
Okay. Well, she was like, yeah. She's like, oh, you want to see me dance? It's like, what about my jokes? Okay, I'm down to dance.
yeah.
So,
I mean,
okay.
it is
You
what
didn't
it
really
is.
say much convincing. And like, I can't handle that. I get embarrassed for people like that.
They
Her,
didn't.
go on.
Oh, sorry. Go.
No. You go.
They didn't treat her any differently than they would have treated a male person. Anytime somebody gets on stage and says that they have a talent, they ask them to show it. So it's not that she was a woman. Like they do that to everybody. It's because it makes the show more interesting. So
Yeah.
excuse me.
No, I mean
Like it wasn't.
She definitely played into it and like whatever. I don't like the yeah, you know, like I don't know how to explain it. The style of talking that she was doing has turned me off a little bit. But I mean, whatever. She actually came pretty like prepared. She had like legit. She had a legit 1 minute worth of jokes.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, she had a minute and 20 seconds that she was.
She went a little over. I mean, like, big deal.
Like she was saying that she was saying things like, "You only gave me a minute, man," and I didn't know what the show was. My Tinder date brought me here, and I'm sorry, but if you do stand up comedy on that level, how do you not know what Kill Tony is? Kind of, you know, like.
Well, and then there were some weird things about that too, right? Because she came from the comedian's corner. They were saying. And then she said that she met the guy on the Tinder date. They met on the line.
Stosh just said she danced like a construction worker. Well done, Stosh. Fuck yeah, dude.
Get this. Fuck, man.
I miss her. She's so funny.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
Fuck, man. It's a pretty good line. Pretty good.
Not only that, he said she danced like a ... construction worker. Like he put the pause there and everything.
He danced. Okay, man. I need to get my game up, dude. Even chat's dissing me right now, dude.
Hey, listen, you should get that out of your head, man. You're always thinking of it. You're always competing with everybody, man.
I'm competing with myself. All right, no, but yeah, whatever. Like, okay, just some whatever. when she said, "Oh, big thing from the comedian section," I was thinking, "Oh, like she's, yeah, like you said,
She
she's a
must be a
comedian."
comedian in the area, yeah. But now the other thing
And then
too is that
that's another thing for her getting picked she didn't even know about the show. Like she they knew on the Tinder date that she was a stand-up comedian, and she just so happened to have like a solid minute of like written material. Come on.
They probably talked about comedy DMing each other, and then he might have been
Maybe.
like, "Oh, let me
Maybe.
take you to this comedy show."
I love how we're just hypotheticaling about these fucking open micers right now.
I've got an idea. Let's make an alt personality and just add them, and then we can just figure it out and then reveal on the next podcast.
Dude,
We just
fuck
need an
Red Bar,
intern
dude.
to do this.
Okay.
None of us
just
doing
getting them
this.
sound bites up, dude. That's
Hey,
all
she
you
did say one fucking thing that was funny though. That like I was thinking at the same thing. I'm not so sure if it's like if she meant it to be funny, but she certainly did catch me, which was, Jesus. Even when you had to pick a girl to come up stage, you still bring a guy on stage. I was like, oh,
Yeah, that's true. She did say that. She did say that you didn't ask for the other guy's girlfriends to come up on stage,
yeah.
Yeah,
which is a fair point.
No, the other thing is the other people were on a
That's
Tinder
right.
date.
Yeah,
They were
this
on
is
their
true.
first
This was the
date.
first time that they met, so that was
That's
for good
why.
content. And by the way, did you
You're
see
right.
the death stare that dude give Red Band after he called out the dude getting a boner?
That's right.
After
And-
the kiss?
And then the lady in the fucking audience is like, "Oh my god, honey, your dancing was beautiful." I'm like,
yeah,
you are demeaning, dude. The girl you're defending that's part of your tribe is literally fucking like
Why are you
don't-
calling her my tribe? I'm not saying she's my
I want my
tribe.
Nah,
joke.
the woman in
Don't
the
talk about
crowd.
my jokes. Don't talk about my dancing. Well, I mean,
And then Red Band starts a "fuck that puss" chant, like only Red Band can do. Speaking of Red Band, I just got a notification. He is in the VR chat.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. There may be a little wizard sighting, a little Yonder wizard sighting in VR chat this evening. But the show wrapped up the only way that it can. The first time ever in Roadshow history in the Miami shows. All three regulars were there. And I think, I could be wrong, the most wasted version of a Michael Lair we've ever seen.
You can tell. It's the perfect fucking disguise. Just muscles made of condiments.
This is, you're gonna die on that hill. This is just mustard muscles.
I got to see him Paris Hilton me while he had underwear on my big screen TV. Well, not big screen, but you know what I mean.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I made sure to watch Michael Lair there, and that's when, as Tony said, like, "What's going on? Are you wearing underwear?" That's literally when he kind of just like, whoop, like busted it open.
Dude.
Stop just fucking writing jokes to me in DMs now.
That's beautiful. Well done, Stosh. You're a legend.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry.
So no, you're good. But no, it was funny because you're gonna love this, Dave. Here's
Yes.
what Brian Holzman. Yeah. Here's one for you, David. Michael Lehrer does a lot of cocaine jokes.
Yeah, I appreciated the cocaine jokes. Like I already made the joke in front of it. Like Michael Lair is the only person to roll over his own jokes, but it's hilarious. I will have to go back and watch it on caption because I want to laugh, but I don't understand what he's saying. I'm sorry. I didn't hear. I heard cocaine a lot and a lot of laughing. It was hilarious, but I gotta watch the closed captioning next time.
Him and William. Go ahead.
I said I thought about doing closed captioning. Typing
Well,
it up.
it's got to. Did it work? I mean, it was off. I think this time, like when we were watching, I got to turn it on, go back and watch it again. But hilarious. I mean, it's fucking. He did seem a little more out of it. Like when he was like, "I want to go home." I was like, "Oh, he's fucked up, dude." But I don't believe it. I don't believe that they were up till 5:30 in the morning doing cocaine together. That's not something that William and Michael Lair would do in Miami together in a
Yeah,
hotel room.
that was just what he said. Him and William allegedly.
It's all just an act.
Yeah, we were just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did love between them is Michael writing jokes for William to read, which was fucking great because Michael is a ridiculous fucking writer, and all three of them were bangers. And as William was reading the jokes, he was like, we stayed up on my balcony doing cocaine till 5 a.m. and I had to drag his cripple ass back to his fucking hotel. And Michael started dying laughing. It was so fucking funny, dude. Like, I liked watching them interact. But then after everything was all said and done and Michael was still there, the crowd fucking just started erupting for him, and you could just see him stick his neck up like a fucking turtle out of his shell, just put his head up, just soak that fucking energy in, dude. It was nice. It was good.
Like
and that put a nice cap on it.
Cum underwear, the sponge underwear for
for Jimmy Schubert.
Schubert made a sponge underwear thing about flakes in his pubes or something.
Nah, it was about the old girl dancing because he tried to give her money.
How much? Oh, you're rich. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great episode overall, and I think that I felt like Tawny was seeing Michael Lair like super fucked up, maybe for one of the first times, and Tawny was like, maybe not sure how to feel about that. Is what the facial expression said to me. But who am I to read facial expressions? I'm sorry, Tawny.
Oh God, don't worry.
But anywho, yeah. So that was the
great episode.
That was the whole shebang. That was the whole episode.
The schmamil and the schmamazel.
The schmamil and the schlamazel. So in the Discord at killdiscord.com, we have clubs, and these clubs are going pretty fucking good lately, guys.
Pretty good. We've got some members.
I'm proud of us.
Having some fun.
Super shout out to the most popular club of all lately has been Record Club. Despite the few people that are signing up to select a record because they either can't decide or not how to pick one or whatever, or they can't figure out how to click an emote to be added into the list. But shout out to Drats for running all of that up, dude. He's killing it in Record Club. He gets about a fucking 8 of us consistently in there in a voice chat every week listening to a record that none of us have heard before. Well, that some of us may not have heard before. And it's fucking going pretty great. So I encourage you, if you're not in the Record Club, to join it and listen to a record with us every Sunday.
Yes, sir. And the other clubs too. I mean, we got UFC Club where you come, you sign up with Tapology, you join, you go up against, well, not Ed Reed anymore because he left the server, but it used to be Ed Reed. Maybe he'll still make his picks. But apparently, whoever else, you can just go up against people like Teft or Speak or Valish or me or Cats. Just go up against us. Make your picks on the MMA picks. It's fun. We'll get into it.
And Cooking Club.
Dude,
of course you pick the Cooking Club. We let a woman take the Cooking Club thing.
No, because I like to eat.
I thought you were going to go to book club or some bullshit like that too, but no.
No, I like to eat. I'm looking forward to trying WB's grandma's Scottish recipe.
That's right. We got some
cheesy onions.
Cheesy onions coming up. Hell yeah, doggy.
And then we gotta pick something else after. I'm just excited to see what's to come from this. I love food.
Yeah.
We're gonna make Armenian birashki next time, okay? It's very good for
Fuck
you.
Yeah.
Armenian birashki. It's very good for you.
Armenian braski.
God bless you.
Broshki.
So
Broshki.
Gesundheit.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, Gesundheit. But yeah, you can join all of these clubs by reacting, and we do have a book club that we are trying to resurrect. But believe it or not, yeah, Gesundheit. Believe it or not, it's kind of hard to get people to read a book in the year 2021. Despite popular belief, it's very difficult to get people to read in modern times. So
Look, I'm gonna throw it out there one more time. I'm just gonna say it, and I know it's not in the spirit of book club, and it goes against everything that book club really stands for. And it's great. We're reading the Hodge. It's taking forever, but it's okay.
I'm enjoying it so far.
If we just treat it like record club and just make it audio book club, it just makes everybody's life so much easier. We also gain culturalness by doing so and listening to it and sitting there and then discussing just like we do with the record club.
Well,
It's just reading it's a little.
But then here we get into the point of where,
1980.
can we pause it? Can we pause it for a second? Can you rewind it?
Nah, I mean, that doesn't really happen with record club. So who's to say that it'll really? And we could take breaks because the books are 6 hours long, but we could knock it out in 1 day or 2 days. And
Dude,
just
I don't know about that, but
I
that's a
know.
lot.
if you want to take ownership of that, Dave.
I mean, I'm telling you though, like in all honesty, with the the book is fucking taking us how long already? Like it's 20 pages.
Yeah,
You know,
but
20 chapters.
in the defense of everyone who is in the book club or whatever, however many people that is now, if we would have consistently been meeting and reading,
You're right.
we wouldn't be where we are now, so far behind.
You're right.
But and the only
And
reason
it might have been a little ambitious though, maybe is what I'm saying. And for those of you who want to read, can still do so and read along and do all that good stuff with it. But this way we knock it out in like a day or two and just freaking But it's just a thought. I don't want to like trample on everybody's. Like I said, it's not in the spirit of book club, really. The spirit of book club is to sit and read and discuss like normal humans have done for years. So understandable.
there may be a
I'm
way to
okay
meet in
with
the middle.
Yeah, compromise.
We try to do that by everybody reading, but then
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure we'll figure something else out.
Yeah, we will.
But
We will.
that
We'll
being
make it
said,
better.
between record club, cooking club, fight club, and book club,
And a random streaming.
and we also do watch parties, which I think I mentioned about doing watch parties the same way, but I kind of like the way watch party is, where it's just kind of spontaneous.
Yeah.
That's
People
what
will
I
bank
like.
shit in there because somebody might suggest a movie a week ago that they don't want to watch in a week.
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know what I mean, whenever we get around to it. So I like the way that it's kind of spontaneous, but we watch a lot of shit, and
Right.
we do things outside of Kill Tony is what we're getting at. And
Oh yeah, for sure. I like comedy. I mean, a lot of music stuff, a lot of drama, a lot of fun TV shows, everything. Like even if there's something you want to watch, I'm telling you, come in. It's the best fucking time. You come in a watch party, you suggest something, especially when it's your thing you suggest, and you get everybody loving what you're watching.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling, dude.
And then
Remember
you end up
when
getting
we-
us nerds making jokes the whole time about whatever the thing is we're watching. Go ahead,
Exactly.
Brandy.
Remember when we watched the old Jackasses together? It was so funny.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the
We
old
just
Jack
randomly did
was one of the
randomly
hardest I
night.
had ever laughed in so
too.
fucking
I
long.
even dug that one weird Johnny Knoxville movie that you got us to watch that
Hell
one
yeah.
night.
Something point.
Breaking Point.
No,
No.
not breaking.
We've got to watch Bad Grandpa sometime.
Yeah, we'll definitely watch
Yonder's
that.
never seen that. Didn't you
I've
say
never-
you've never seen that?
I don't think so. No, maybe I have, but
Yeah.
if I did, it wasn't memorable, and I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
I don't have.
All this watch party stuff started like back in the day, even before we had streaming
Time.
or video.
Potter
it was
Time.
Potter time.
Yep.
It was just me, you, Elmo, Owl, fucking Mumford, just watching Harry Potter
Syncing
over and
up.
over and over again.
We
dude.
would sync up. We would
I
literally
love
in voice chat. We would do a countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hit play on one all at the same time.
And then
I
not
love
talk
it.
for 2.5 hours, and then come back and talk about the movie.
Yeah.
Like, this is so much better. Like, because I always wanted it to be like this. This is exactly how I wanted it to be. Like, because we would do Potter time, and like we're sitting watching the movie, but we're still sitting watching it separately. Like, we're not fully
Right.
engaging with each other. With this is fucking engagement.
You get to see each other's reactions if you're on cam.
Dude.
That's right.
That's
Stash
why I
remembers
like
Potter time.
Hell yeah, Stosh. How did I forget?
Oh, we should do
The OG
Potter
of the
time.
OG.
We should do Potter time in a couple weeks. It's been a while, and it's always a good Potter. It's always a good time for Potter time. I mean, we
Yeah.
could do it any time this week.
We always do it around Christmas time. Seems to be like
Yeah.
the general.
We need it for St.
consensus.
Patrick's Day. That St. Patrick's Day is magical.
Dude, I can't believe we're coming up on 2 years for the Discord channel. It's fucking nuts.
Cry, cry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
it's and it has been a pretty awesome 2 years. Most of us have been here for just about the duration. I came in about, I think, halfway through the first year of it. But Dave's been here since damn near the beginning, and Brandy got here about yesterday.
I'm a newbie. I'm not good at the internet. I'm like a grandma when it comes to the internet. I found Discord a year after I found Kill Tony.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean the Discord kind of like erupted from voice chat, from live chat being turned off on YouTube, and which kind of started the whole the revolution, doggy. But look, okay, look. I know we asked all you all to send in your bracket stuff, so we're gonna continue that for the next week.
Yeah,
we got some really fucking good ones, dude. I'm telling you, I just opened up some that I think I don't remember whoever was the first one to respond to you, Yonder.
Yeah,
and mention like 3 or 4 of them in a row. They're fucking all amazing.
And can I make an executive here and say that we are going to have a bracket night? We're going to have a March Madness opening night episode where we go over all of that stuff. It's going to be a special midweek episode of Kill Every Monday.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and make the executive that we're going to do that.
Yeah, we are,
baby. I feel like I finally have a reason to like care about March Madness.
We'll do a Kill Discord. It'll be an good old-fashioned episode of Kill Discord.
Yep. That's right.
I
Good
love it. Love the idea.
Episode of Kill Discord.
But
go ahead, Dave. One more
time. No, I'll just say, so your favorite episodes of Kill Tony, post them in chat, DM them to me. Don't DM them to Yonder because he already gets a million DMs. Send your dick pics to Brandy and get them on here. We're going to get it going. I'm just joking. Don't do that. And
I won't open them.
We're going to fucking get this shit going. I love you all. Yonder Wizard, you got anything else to say, buddy?
Well, you know me. I'm always here first to remind everyone. Try Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey at SKREW ballwhiskey.com. Tomorrow's stories begin right here. Get screwed. Please follow all of us on social media. Myself, Dave,
right now,
Brandy. All of our social media tags are scrolling along the bottom of the screen. And if you'll click the description of this video, there are actual links that will send you to all of our social media sites. And so we don't even have to say it, but for the sake of saying it, at Brandy Joe Schmo, at Dave Exhale, 1 E in the middle of that, and at Yonder Wizard, ZZERD, on just about all social media. But once again, check the description and click all of the links there. Follow all of the Kill Tony things as well. YouTube.com/Kill Tony. Subscribe to that.
Ryan
Obviously,
J Ebelt.
if you're here,
Jeremiah Watkins.
Yes.
Mostly Sorry.
Yes.
David Deary, Dean Del Rey. No, not Dean Del Rey.
Del Rey Deary.
Dean Del Rey Deary.
That's right.
Jet Ski John, give them all some love, baby. Even Patty Reagan, baby. He loves it too. Iron Patriot, I got you, baby. Stop posting shit about Red Band. I mean, not Red Band. About Red Bar. Nobody gives a fuck about that hack. Brandy?
I don't give them views.
Good.
That's all I gotta say. I like what Yonder says. Be a good person.
Yeah. That's right. Be a good person. It ain't that hard. Come hang out with us in the Kill Tony Discord at killdiscord.com. Killdiscord.com, ladies and gentlemen. Killdiscord.com. It looks just like that right there, ladies and gentlemen. Killdiscord.com. In a world full of shitty people, just like Brandy just said, be a good person. It ain't that hard. Peace, bitches.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Julia.
Suck dick.